Hello friends, Adam here with FED. Today we're doing a member-only quiz show. If you want to be a part of one of these in the future, please click the join button down below. For just a few dollars a month, you can help support the channel and keep the lights on here at Adam with FED. So please click the join button. Hey, and if you're not subscribed, you might as well click that while you're here too. Anyways, we're having a Fire Emblem quiz show with members of the channel. It's going to be a lot of Three Houses trivia. There's going to be a lot of engaged trivia, but there's also going to be some trivia from older games in the series and maybe some curveballs I threw in there here and there. It's going to be a fun time, so why don't we get started? All right, we've got 9 people in here. More people might join later. So let us begin. Are we ready? I hope we're all ready. If you aren't ready, too bad. Again, the faster you answer, the better. Answer quick, you'll get more points. So you get points for correct answers, but also answering faster than everyone else. And there are 40 questions on this. So let's begin. Kahoot! Whoa! The FED member quiz. All right, get ready. Here we go. Oh, to the type answer. Who's the best Laguz in Radiant Dawn? Type your answer. Who is the best Laguz in Radiant Dawn? If you have watched all of our more recent Radiant Dawn playthroughs and stuff, you know who I think is the best. You know who I think is the best. And sometimes the picture on screen might be a clue. Sometimes it may be misleading. Something to keep in mind. My mom. Liar is the correct answer. I hate that was the first one. Whoops. I need to randomize answers, randomize order of questions. Okay, cool. Whoopsies. I didn't want that to be the first question. That was supposed to be later, but who got that right? Luminary and Cindy. Oh, dude. Luminary barely got it first. All right. Quiz time. What is the name of the thing Shulk lives on in Xenoblade Chronicles 1? This was also supposed to be later. This was also supposed to be later. Maybe I shouldn't have randomized the questions. Whoopsies. Yes, it is the Bionis. The Mechonis is the other one. I am so sorry. I promise this is a Fire Emblem quiz. All right, quiz time. Who replaces Arthur in FE4 if Tailtew is unpaired? Who replaces Arthur in FE4 if Tailtew is unpaired? One of these is not like the other. I'm impressed. I did not think this many people would get Amid here. Yeah, it's Amid. His name is very appropriate, even though mid is probably a little too high. But for those who don't know, Hawk replaces Ced if you don't pair Aranus. Ced is a paired unit, and Carlos I made up. Carlos is just a guy. Cindy is on quite the streak here. Okay, type answer. What does E in FED stand for? What does the E in FED stand for? I'm hoping you can infer this one. But otherwise, I mean... Wait, someone said eating? Who said eating? Oh, no one said eating. I was hoping someone put eating. Because that's a joke. And I thought it'd be funny if someone did it. But yeah, it stands for Emblem. Fire Emblem Discussion was the name of this channel. 3 players have reached answer 3 streak. Oh, baby. Ooh, puzzle time. You have to arrange them. Arrange these games in release order. Oldest at the top, newest at the bottom. Arrange these games in release order. Release order. You have some extra time on this one. Yeah, I'd never seen questions like this on Kahoot. I always thought it was just true or false or the 4 questions, but they have some like fun different things you can do now. So here we go. 7 of you got it correct. It is Thracia into Binding Blade, into Blazing Blade, into Sacred Stones. I don't think Cindy has missed a question yet. Get on it, guys. Who mixed up 6 and 7? That was the one that I thought would get people between Binding Blade and Blazing Blade. So, all right, Slider. This is another new one. How much HP does a vulnerary heal and engage when used adjacent to saline? Slide to the correct answer. How much HP does a vulnerary heal and engage when used adjacent to saline? Little hint for those who haven't answered yet. It's a vulnerary by itself is 15. Vulnerary by itself is 15. Vulnerary next to saline, 22. It's plus 50% rounded down to healing items. Good job to those who got that one. A bit of a tricky question. Let's go, Bry Guy. That one was a tough one. Which of these characters does a Glade not support in Thracia 776? I promise there are 3 houses questions in here too. Darn, you thought Vulnerary was 10? Yeah, that was a crazy thing, right, Cindy? The Vulnerary only being a 15. I actually kind of like that buff for it. I like Vulneraries, of course, the most in Radiant Dawn, the 20. But yep, Callian. He does not support Callian. The other 3 are all knights that serve under him, and Callian is just a guy that I believe serves under Hannibal. So it is not Callian. Selfina is like his wife. So you could have sworn saline was 20%. No, it's 50. It's 50%. Maybe look, if that was wrong, you can look it up. But I'm pretty sure that is correct. All right, Cindy's still in the lead. Quiz time. Of these units, who joins first? This is Radiant Dawn. Of these units, who joins first? Who joins first? Yep, it is definitely Meg. Meg and Volug join. Meg joins just before Volug. So I was kind of thinking that would be the mix-up. So a good job to most of you getting that. And Volug was kind of the mix-up there. Meg joins at the beginning of chapter 5. The beginning of chapter 4. Volug joins at the end of chapter 4. All right, quiz time. What is Spearfighter's level 10 skill in Fire Emblem Fates? So what skill does Spearfighter learn at level 10 in Fates? Swap is correct. Reposition, I don't even know if someone gets that in Fates, honestly, if I'm being real. Shelter is Cavalier skill. And Seal Defense, surprising enough, Seal Defense is their base skill. Isn't that crazy? I feel like that would be higher. Seal Defense just seems kind of strong to me. True or false? All knives penetrate 50% of enemy defense in Berwick Saga. For those of you who were tuned in early to yesterday's stream, you have the answer to this one. I gave you I told you to look into this. So true or false? All knives penetrate 50% of enemy defense in Berwick Saga. The answer is false. The answer is false. All knives in Berwick Saga penetrate 100% of enemy defense. Oh, Cindy got it. Let's go. Moving up in the world. It is a tight race for first place. This is fun. This is fun. Quiz time. Which of these games does Katria not appear in? Which of these games does Katria not appear in? You're doing great. Shane, we love you. You're doing great, buddy. The trick here is that I obviously I did the numbers instead of the actual game names. So sorry about that for those who don't know the numbers very well. Yep, FE16, that's 3 houses. FE13 was kind of the trick answer here, being that she isn't like a character in Awakening, a main character or anything, or one you can recruit normally, but she is a spot pass character that you can get. But she is not in 3 houses, that is for sure. Solid. I love the little avatars on the side. They are happy when they get it right, and they're sad when they get it wrong. All right, true or false? At max luck as a hero without Limit Breaker, with Arms Thrift, Donald will never break his weapons. Ugh. At max luck as a hero without Limit Breaker, with Arms Thrift though, Donald will never break his weapons. True or false? False. Yes. He has 48 luck, and Arms Thrift will not use a weapon use. Luck times 2% of the time. So he's at 96% chance to not use his weapon, a weapon use, but technically he can. Also, dual strikes, that still uses a weapon use. Fun fact for you. With Limit Breaker, it would be more debatable, but again, the dual strike angle. Quiz time. Who killed the Black Knight in Path of Radiance if Ike runs in Chapter 27? Spoilers. Who kills the Black Knight in Path of Radiance if Ike runs in Chapter 27? Maybe a bit of a trick question here. Maybe a bit. Oh, never mind. I guess Falling Debris was just too different not to be for people. Nasir, the person who said Nasir, I'm sorry, that is close. Nasir does run in and damage the Black Knight and makes it so he cannot move, but then he is crushed by Falling Debris in the castle. Or the fort, I should say. True or false? Celica cannot visit Ram Village in Fire Emblem Gaiden. True or false? Celica cannot visit Ram Village in Fire Emblem Gaiden. It is false. She can. At the end of Chapter 2, instead of visiting Alm, she can go to Ram Village. And it's there you can recruit Cliff. Either Tobin and Gray. Or Gray. I can't remember which one. You failed all these 50-50s. Sorry. Quiz time. Whose death quote is, I guess my luck finally ran out. Heh. Whose death quote is, I guess my luck finally ran out. Hey. Heh. I think that's supposed to be a laugh. Like a heh. Joshua is correct. He's the guy who's always betting, flipping coins and stuff. I thought Hugh would be interesting because he's like a money guy. Homer just kind of seemed like the kind of guy that would say that. And Linhart probably said something about wanting to take a nap. All right, type answer. What is Selena's, in Fire Emblem Fates, Japanese name? What is Selena's Japanese name in Fire Emblem Fates? I learned this one just like a day ago, or 2 days ago, so I thought it'd be fun to include. I promise there are 3 houses questions on here that we're just like avoiding them, apparently. Also, I really like that cipher art of Selena. Would have accepted Luna or Runa. Let's go, Ernan. Let's go. Oh, and Makama is on a streak of 4. Way to go, Makama. Quiz time. Which of these is an original character from Fire Emblem Warriors? Liana, Ligma, Lilina, or Larce? Wow, didn't even accept it in Japanese. Wait, did you write her name in Japanese? Yeah, Liana and Rowan are the main characters in Fire Emblem Warriors. So Liana is the answer. Sadly, Larce is from FE4 and Lilina is from FE6. I thought about making it so you could type in the Japanese answers would be correct, but I don't know. Didn't feel like it. True or false? In Radiant Dawn, Volk requires gold to open the final chest in the Tower of Guidance. True or false? In Radiant Dawn, Volk requires gold to open the final chest in the Tower of Guidance. It's true. If you don't have gold, you get a little dummy text thing that says like, hey, you can't open this, or whatever it says. He does require 50 gold to open that chest. Isn't that just silly? So silly. Unless I'm wrong. Now I feel bad if I was wrong about that one. I didn't really double check that one. I just knew that one. What is Annette's strength growth while in the warrior class? Ooh, tricky. What is Annette's strength growth while in the warrior class? Also, I just like that cipher art. It's cute cipher art of Annette eating food. This requires some deep Three Houses knowledge. I'm curious to see if anyone got it. Wow, this really likes to take its sweet time. The answer is 45. Well done. And we did do a range. So if you guessed 50 or 40, I believe you get points as well. Less points, but you get some points. You accidentally closed the Kahoot app. You can join back in, I think, if you want. You don't have to. True or false? Link can wield the Wu Dao in FE6. Link can wield the Wu Dao in FE6. True or false? True or false? Ooh, so embarrassing, guys. Lyn isn't in FE6. Oh, no. That's the Binding Blade. Lyn's playable in the Blazing Blade. Oh, you fools. No, you fools. She's not there. How embarrassing. She'll be in the inevitable remake? Most likely, yeah. Quiz time. Which emblem ring gives reposition? Which emblem ring gives reposition? In Fire Emblem Engage. Picture unrelated. I just like that picture of Micaiah. She's all like sparkly and there's her bird. It is Ike. Ike gives reposition. Type answer. How many times does Byleth use Divine Pulse as part of a main story cutscene in part 1 of Three Houses? You can both type the number out or just put the number. It doesn't matter. Either one. How many times does Byleth use Divine Pulse as part of a main story cutscene in part 1 of Three Houses? 2. 2 is correct. Once when Costas tries to kill Edelgard, and then another when Geralt gets stabbed. Is it ever used in part 2? Honestly, I'm not sure about part 2. It just gets murkier with part 2 because you have to think about the different routes and stuff. And that's wrong. She uses it twice with Geralt. False. Only uses it once. Only uses it once with Geralt, because uses it once and then Talus, however you say his name, jumps in and saves Kronia, or Monica, or whatever you want to call her at that point. True or false? Edelgard learns Seraphim. True or false? Edelgard can learn Seraphim in Three Houses. True or false? Edelgard's spell list is honestly kind of sick with it, and she does learn Seraphim at B Faith. You say Thalus, like, oh, you say like Tails, Talus, like, oh, like Tails? I don't know. I don't know his name. But yeah, Edelgard does in fact learn Seraphim. Ooh, Ernan coming in. Oh, Bry Guy's struggling. True or false? Emblem Roy gives the sword focus ability. True or false? Emblem Roy gives the sword focus ability. Do you know the answer? False. Oh, he gives sword power, my friends. He gives sword power. The answer is false. Does sword focus even exist? Because I know there's bow focus. Is there sword focus? I don't even know if there is sword focus. Corn has sword focus. Thank you. You can always count on Luminary to illuminate us on engage knowledge. Quiz time. In Echoes, which of these weapons gives the Armor Crusher combat art? Which of these weapons gives Armor Crusher the combat art? It is, just for clarification, Armor Crusher can be learned from multiple weapons, but only one of these has it. And it is the Steel Lance. I don't think there is a Rapier in Echoes. Ilwoon does not, and Silver Sword does not either. It is the Steel Lance. Quiz time. Who said that hunger for danger worries me, Marth? Humanity's hopes rest on your shoulders. I'd sooner not see them crushed, is the next line, but it didn't fit in the Kahoot answer. So, that hunger for danger worries me, Marth. Humanity's hopes rest on your shoulders. I'd sooner not see them crushed. It is Nina. Nina says that before the chapter starts, and that's one of the that's like the famous funny line that one of the 2 or 3 famous funny lines from Shadow Dragon that people like to point out, where Marth responds with the people's hopes or humanity's hopes are on my shoulders. Which ones don't you want to see crushed? Yeah, it's very cute line, cute interaction. Honestly, I think Nina and Marth have really good chemistry in that game, even better than him and Sita. So I don't know. When I played through Shadow Dragon for the first time, I always kind of thought I thought they were going to kind of end up together, But that was like back when I was young and didn't know stuff. You love him and Sita? I love him and Sita too. I love him and Sita, especially in other stuff. But I love them in Shadow Dragon as well. But I don't know. I thought him and Nina just had really good chemistry. Quiz time. Ike plus Oscar times A equals. Ike plus Oscar times A equals your mom, a canon pairing, green, or 30 avoid. Equals, I almost put that Luminary. I almost put Iron Man win, actually. Canon, not canon, I don't care. Well, no, actually, Cindy, what I meant is that the canon was like, Ike would get shot out of a cannon by Oscar, So they're a canon pairing. It's like Evil King Evil getting shot out of a cannon or something. But yeah, they get 30 avoid at A support. Quiz time. Which Fire Emblem game did Roy appear in first chronologically? Chronologically. We're talking in story. Which Fire Emblem game did Roy appear in first chronologically? Blazing Blade is correct. It's one of the extra scenes at the end of the game. Little kid Roy runs off with little kid Lilina. It's some sick, nasty member berries for those who played the Binding Blade, but none of us did at that point. So, there you go. Blazing Blade. Type answer. Here we go. 2 plus 6 times 2 plus 2 equals. Do you know the answer? Ooh. Trick question. The answer was melee. Yeah. I almost put melee on there just to be mean. There will be no disputing this answer, by the way. I see this stuff. You always see these posts on social media about this kind of stuff, and people just don't know how the order of operations works, and it makes me laugh every time. You better know your PEMDAS. And okay, so someone is like really doing, like got a pen and paper out. You go. I'm proud of you. Do you know your PEMDAS? I should have thrown an exponent in here somewhere. You forgot how PEMDAS works? I'm going to have you not ever fill my prescriptions, Bry Guy. Math is hard without attack. Okay, so 2 attack plus 6 attack times... oh, no. Yeah, the answer is 26. Because you do PEMDAS, right? 2 plus 2 is 4 times 6. 24 plus 2, 26. That's the answer. All right, quiz time. Which is a real weapon in 3 houses? Which of these is a real weapon in 3 houses? The steel axe, the lightning axe, the steel axe plus plus, or the steel axe? Which of these is real? Also, I like that cipher art of Hilda. It's the steel axe. Lightning axe. Ooh, embarrassing. Lightning axe is a combat art. No, you're thinking of the bolt axe. Ooh, embarrassing. Lightning axe is a combat art learned by like Annette. Cindy, have you missed a question? Holy crap. Ooh, puzzle time. Order these characters by base speed stat at level 1. These are all 3 houses characters. Lowest speed on top. Order these characters by base speed stat at level 1. The answer may shock you. The answer may shock you. Man, 30 seconds in, stop looking it up. There you go. I believe it is Raphael at... Raphael, I believe, is at 5. Marianne 6. Mercedes 7. I think Ash is actually... It's either 8 or 9. Yeah, that's a rough one. Rough ordering. But yeah, surprisingly enough, Ash actually has more speed than all of them. And isn't it weird that Mercedes has more than Marianne? Isn't that weird? That surprised me when I was looking at this. Ash is trying his best to be good. See, I have a good speed stat. Not as much as Petra. Yeah, that was a hard one. Congrats to Plant for getting that. Quiz time. Who is the pink puffball from Planet Popstar? Who is it? Is it Kirby, 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 or Kirby? Who is it? Who is the pink puffball from Planet Popstar? Yeah, it's Kirby. Oh no, someone said Kribby. Puyo. Yep, it's Kirby. It wasn't Carby, it wasn't Kribby, and it wasn't Kerbo. It's definitely Kirby. Quiz time. In Cypher, Fire Emblem Cypher, what color is associated with Fodlan? In Fire Emblem Cypher, what color is associated with Fodlan? Play Fire Emblem Cypher, guys. It's freaking sick. It's a very fun game. Join our Discord. We have people there who can get you started or point you in the right direction. Fire Emblem Cypher is a very fun game. And the answer is brown. Wow, no one got that right. Wow. I mean, I get why you would think it'd be purple, because that's a very prominent color in 3 houses. Yeah, it's brown. Who knew? Right? Well, I did. That's why you guys should all play Fire Emblem Cypher. It's a very fun card game. And it can be played online. It can be played online for free. Join our Discord, and we can point you in the right direction to get started. It's very fun. Quiz time. Which Binding Blade character has the highest growth total? This is a pretty famous thing. Which Binding Blade character famously has the highest growth total, the most growth rates in the game? This is like their defining personality or characteristic. This is the only thing people know about him. Oh, yeah, it's Corel. The picture was a bit of a trick. I feel bad. Faye might have the second most, but Corel definitely has the most. Yeah, that 1 level up or 2 level ups you can get go absolutely insane, bro. The music ended. So let's switch to... Let's do this one. Nice. Quiz time. Who said, "Hey, you boat monkey, you tricked me, didn't you?" Another famous line, at least to me, famous line in Fire Emblem. Who said, "Hey, you boat monkey, you tricked me, didn't you?" Is it Soth, Shanna, Est, or Marcia? It is Marcia in Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Chapter 3, I believe. Where you rescue her from pirates. All right, with just a few more questions left. Quiz time. What is Tsubasa Oribe's highest power weapon in Tokyo Mirage Sessions? What is Tsubasa Oribe's? I don't know how I'm saying her last name wrong. Highest power weapon in TMS. Yeah. TMS, silly game, but it's pretty fun. Yep, Ethereal Feather. Not Gradavis, the legendary Fire Emblem weapon, or Gungnir, the other legendary Fire Emblem weapon, or even like a Brave weapon, the Brave Feather. No, it's the Ethereal Feather, because they said so. All right, quiz time. In Fire Emblem Heroes, who was the first unit to have close counter? Was it Takumi? Was it Takumi? Was it Takumi, or was it Takumi? Yeah, it was Takumi. It wasn't Takumi, wasn't Tukami, or it wasn't Betrayal. It was definitely Takumi. I remember in the early days of Heroes when I actually played the game, Takumi was like one of him and Hector were like the guys. Look how far the game's gone. Now everyone gets close counter plus 17 effects. Ooh, puzzle time. Arrange these games in timeline order. Oldest at the top. Timeline order. Arrange these games in timeline order. I thought about throwing Genealogy of the Holyware on here, but I decided not to because it's not like super canon, but it is canon. You know what I mean? But I have done a video on this. Funny enough, it was a kind of a ghetto video that I did during a stream, but yeah. The answer, is yeah. So, yep, Shadow Dragon into Gaiden, into Mystery of the Emblem, into Awakening. There, you might be able to argue that's like maybe the first part of Gaiden, or even the first two parts of Gaiden happened during the end of Shadow Dragon or something along those lines. But the White Wings are kind of your through line for the first three, and then the Awakening we know takes place in the far distant future of FE3, after FE3. True or false? Lysithea can use Foudroyant Strike in a new game. Sorry. True or false? Lysithea can use Foudroyant Strike in a new game. The answer is true. Answer is true. She can use it. It's and the reason I specify new game is because in New Game Plus, everyone can use everything because everyone has access to the crest items. But in a fresh file new game, Lysithea does have the Crest of Karen, which is the same crest that What's-Her-Face has. Catherine has. So yeah, they can both use Foudroyant Strike. It's kind of a meme build that people do sometimes with her. Final question, puzzle time. Arrange these characters by recruitment order. Earliest at the top. Arrange these characters in recruitment order, earliest at the top. Final question. I think there's 2 here that might trip a couple people up. But I think the other 2 are pretty easy to remember. Wow, most of you got it. Yeah. Saline is in like chapter. Is it? I always forget the chapter order, numbering order and stuff in Engage, but I believe Saline is chapter 4, Lapis chapter 7, I think, or it might be 8. No, I think it's 7. Then Seedall is like chapter 14 or 15, and then Goldberry is like 16. But I thought you guys might have Seedall and Goldberry mixed up. All right, that was it. Let's see who won. In 3rd place, we have Hernan. Congratulations. 2nd place, we have Luminary. In 1st place, who had a very good showing today, Cindy. Congratulations to the top 3. Runner-ups, Bry Guy and McBeady. McBeady, man, this was stressful to do. McBeady was doing this while at work. Impressive. Got 5th place while at work. So, hey, congratulations. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for playing, guys. For those watching this in a couple days later, consider becoming a member so you don't have to be late to this kind of thing, and also you can participate. So please click the join button, helps us out, and we'll do more of these in the future for channel members. Hope everyone had fun, and I will catch you next time.